Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bodied, a Cloud9 fan cast. As always, I'm your host, Havokpus, and I'm joined by my co-host, Frozencreek.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good.
Good. The conversation that we had last week about the creek name. Someone said.
Did you get like some poll? Did you get some feedback?
I did. Someone on the Reddit thread commented about it and said that it sounded kind of like a generic ELCK or LPL name.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah. I've noticed that like for a lot of those players, they just choose like random nouns. It's always like it's never anything like really like edgy or flashy. It's always just like pencil.
Yeah,
or knife, water bottle.
Yeah, 369. You literally just.
I mean, technically, that one's the lyrics to a 3-6 Mafia song, or no, not 3-6 Mafia song. It's like Lil Jon and the Yin Yang Twins. They were on that song.
The 369.
Yeah, 369. Damn girl, fine.
So
one more time.
Did he really pick that from that song?
I'm gonna headcanon and say yes. I
have
absolutely
to
no
imagine
idea.
It's probably not true, but
no, but like, could you imagine? Just like, why'd you pick that name?
Just...
It's like, oh, I just love this Little John song. It's amazing, and it's really easy to remember.
It
kind of rhymes. So
just consider it true.
Yeah.
Although 369 is out of Worlds, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, we will not be
window,
seeing Jackie Love and Top Esports at Worlds, which is wild. Or Knight, who has been their superstar the past year.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. We have some other.
We got a lot of banger news, Frozen. This is actually going to be
some banger news, some less banger news. But let's start low.
We're going to start low. We're going to build you guys up. Don't worry.
Stuff being dropped down low.
Rainbow Six, our champions, Frozen. The North APAC Kings. You know, these guys have the Cloud9 Rainbow Six team is, they've won a lot of titles. They've performed really well up until this season. Really. They looked unstoppable. They looked so good within their region, and even internationally a little bit. They looked okay. But we gotta say bye to the team. I'm really sad actually, because I kind of like those goofballs, and I'm gonna miss them.
Yeah. Me too. I guess they've been falling down a bit since their last big win in what was it? APAC? Is that what it was? The Asian Pacific?
I think so.
Yeah. But in our Cloud9 thread, they were talking a little bit about how it might be a hint that we might be picking up a Western team of some sort, whether that's Brazil or LATAM or North America.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it'd be really interesting to kind of pivot towards, more of the I guess the Western scene, because I don't know how popular Rainbow Six is in like Korea. That's nothing to say of the players in Korea, obviously, or in general. Obviously we had a really good team, but I believe that like Brazil and I think North America are stronger. So it'd be really interesting to see like what we do and try to dive into it. So, I would be interested to see if that happened. I have no idea if we are though. So
yeah, that was a rumor. I don't have anything to add about that, but it would be nice, I guess. Someone who plays at 6 p.m. Or that plays at 6 p.m. not 6 a.m. So.
I would love to actually watch the games.
So if that's the case, I would be okay with that. Although I will miss our Korean boys.
I'm gonna miss them. They were they were so good. Like I remember watching a lot of like their championship wins, and they were just really fun. They were really explosive. I really liked watching them play, especially because they had the cool Cloud9 skins. So it's gonna suck like not seeing them. I hope whatever like org they get signed with or whatever, those guys do well because they're really good players. I think especially like Xiao. I think that's how you say it. Xiao.
You would know.
He was really good. I really like Xiao. I hope he gets another team because Xiao is he. I think he was like one of the big carries on that team. I think. I don't know what roles are, but yeah.
Yeah. Same. But
anyway,
all props to them. Hopefully they make it back strong.
Yeah, but when one gets picked down, another gets picked up. Because Cloud9 Blue probably had maybe some of the biggest signing news recently. They have officially acquired Vanity from V1.
Yeah, this is supposed to be pretty big news in the Valorant scene. A brand new IGL from the former champions of North America and that tournament that we didn't qualify for.
Yeah, the Iceland one.
Yeah, that one.
I'm just gonna call it MSI. That's literally what it was. It's just MSI.
MSI Valorant style.
Yeah, Valorant MSI. That's all. I'm really excited. Vanity, he made waves in CS:GO. Everyone was saying how he was really good, and then I think flipped over to Valorant, and then now he did really good on V1, and now he's here. I believe he did play with Zeppa and what's his face? It'll come to me. Give me a second.
Oh,
Leaf.
Yeah.
Leaf. He played with them I can't remember. I think it was maybe Chaos. I can't remember which CS:GO team they were on, but they were on a team together. So
Yes.
There's a lot of built-in synergy already with these three. So
I do remember that now.
Yeah, I heard that they were crazy, and I'm actually really excited. I wanted to see some. I want to see some stuff happen.
Yeah, me too. It is supposed to be a big hype. I wasn't expecting it until the end of Last Chance Qualifier, but it seems like he guaranteed a win in it. So I would imagine that means he's playing.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
Yeah, there's not much time left in it, so I'm not sure, but
yeah, I'm not sure when we play next. I'm gonna try to keep a lookout to definitely try to watch them because I wanna see the boys in action.
Yeah, me too. I am not sure when they play next, but yeah, as we said, big pickup. Is that our roster at 6 spots now?
Yeah, it's 6 spots again. It looks like it's Mitch, Poise, Zeta, Leaf, Zeppa, and Vanity. So I'm not sure who gets slotted out for who.
Yeah. I do find it weird that he's coming in for the Last Chance Qualifier, but I have to imagine they have something in mind.
Yeah.
For how they're gonna figure it out. Zeppa's his pool is not big yet, so I'm sure it will involve him being subbed out a little bit. So I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But I'm excited. I'm hoping we pick up a lot of wins. I hope this team really gets shaped into something good with Vanity. But
yeah, or one more thing to add about that.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like it is a really good pickup for the future of Cloud9 Valorant. Sorry, excuse me. Because it shows that we're like a destination team. Even though V1 won at NA just a few months ago, like their IGL chose to come to Cloud9 because he has a lot of respect for our org and he wanted to play for us. So huge pickup. Big for him.
Yeah. I really like that. Like we were his choice instead of the other way around. I think that says a lot about the org and the team, and his confidence in that we can do work and do well. So I'm really excited again. But moving on, I got something big for you, Frozen.
What is it?
I got something big for you.
How big?
The London Spitfire
Oh,
won a game.
no way.
They did.
Who did they beat?
They beat the Vancouver Titans.
The Vancouver
who was also,
Titans.
Yeah, they were 1-14 going into that match, and then they were 1-15. So
Hell yeah.
the same score.
Tell me more because I did not watch it.
I watched a good chunk of it. I didn't watch it in the beginning. It was kind of back and forth. They went to all 5 maps, but Sparker was crushing it. The kid was determined to not go out of the season without a W. He crushed on Tracer. They cleaned it up and won 3-2 on Oasis, and I'm just happy to see the guys win. Like it was so great. I think one of their players looked like they were about to cry.
I don't blame
it
blame them.
Yeah, it was Molfig. Molfig looked like he was about to cry.
Actually, I do kind of blame him because he was 1-14 coming in, so it's not like
so mean.
It's not like it meant anything. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. But I heard that the Spitfire got emotional also.
It was a very emotional thing. I think you have a team that has not won a single match all year to finally get that win, finally get over that hump. I think there is some cause for celebration, some cause for being really, really happy and emotional about it. That being said, I have no idea what's going to happen to the team.
Yeah, me neither, but if that's the end of the year, then I guess there's plenty of time for them to figure out who they're going to drop.
Yeah, I mean, at least they won. They went out on a high note, right? They went out with that 1 W. They went out with the win. So they can be like, we didn't have a big, we didn't, we're not going to be on a losing streak. We stopped it.
Yeah. I have to imagine they'll probably keep 3 or 4 of these guys. But
I could see us definitely keeping like Sparker.
Yeah.
And a couple of the other people maybe. It's going to depend on I think if Cloud9 even wants to stay in the Overwatch League. I'm not sure if they're just going to sell the spot or what. It'll be interesting to kind of follow as the season ends and then the off season happens and then the new one starts ramping up again, because I really want to see just what happens, because this season was plus I think Overwatch 2 is slated to come next year. So there's going to be a bunch of changes and a bunch of shuffling around, and it's going to get really crazy
and become a 5v5.
Yeah, so people are going to be out of jobs, and it's just going to be a whole thing. And I'm curious to see what's going to happen, but that's for the future. That's future Cloud9's problem. Current Cloud9, we had some league happen, and we picked up
a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it. The Academy team won 3-2 versus FlyQuest Academy in another banger series.
Total banger series again.
I don't know what it is about this Academy team, Frozen. They just like to fight. They want more games. They want the practice.
Yes, it seems like it. We knocked out. Actually, none of our old boys are on that Academy squad right now, which is, I guess, kind of odd because Tomo was there and Kumo and such. So
yeah,
they all got promoted. So now it was just a completely new team almost for us. But Copy yet again showed that he is one of the most exciting academy in mid laners and in talents. He's kind of like a mid lane psycho fish. He is flashing over walls at level 3 on Rise to chase down a jungler into their jungle and going 5-0 and 3 on LeBlanc. His champion pool is bigger than Faker's.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that really surprises me about Copy is that he seems to just be pretty comfortable on just whatever. So it doesn't really seem to matter what you're picking him he seems to have at least a game plan of like, okay, I'm gonna go in and do this with whoever I'm playing. So I think that's really good to have just that much flexibility within a player. I think that if it, the more he gets better, the more he's just gonna have a demand to go into the big stage. And I think that that's the goal of Academy, and that's what what you want. So I think that Coffee's definitely making a case for he's going to be one of those up and coming talents.
Yeah, and I have no clue how old he is, so I'm not sure if he's on the older side or not. But I would love to see him in LCS next year. I think it would just be fun. I don't want to say I've talked shit about him in the past, but he has probably been the team's worst performer even now. But like, he's so exciting to watch that.
He's so exciting to watch. You just don't care.
Yeah. Like, he's like Blabber in his prime, like just doing things just because he can. And it was super hyped to watch him for 5 games. They have another best of 5 coming up tomorrow, Thursday. So do you have anything else to add about that?
Not really. We can talk about the Golden Guardians match that Cloud9 played in the lower bracket. It was kind of messy, but it was a 3-0 victory against the Guardians.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I got distracted by our bot.
He left again.
Avoiding us again. Yeah, so a quick 3-0 versus Dig. I guess my first thought on it was pretty quick, seamless, and easy. Was that good enough to inspire you for this weekend or for this week?
I have mixed feelings about it. I think on the one hand, I think I liked what I saw in terms of drafting and kind of how we wanted to play around our team comps and everything. I like giving Blabber Trundle. I think that's that felt like this is a Blabber champion, something that can fight but also kind of take some damage. It's not like a Diana or a Rumble or anything that's just going to die as they go in. And, I think we played early game all right, at least from what I remember. We were given... We weren't too diverse in our picks, like, pretty much like our game 1 draft and our game 2 draft was pretty much almost identical, except for, like, a few changes. Game 3, I did like Fudge playing Gnar, because, like, we don't really play Gnar, like, at all. And so it's just really weird, that we actually have the Gnar for once. And we got Blabber Olaf. I think overall we did better. It felt more like we were drafting to our strengths rather than just like what is strong. So I like that. I think that at times things were kind of sloppy though in terms of choosing fights and executing fights. But I'm at least a little bit more hopeful that they can maybe use this and how they played and watching film from the other games to like at least prepare and feel confident about going into the match against Evil Geniuses instead of just feeling totally lost.
Yeah, it was nice to see us be able to play our comfort style so fluently through all 3 games. It was pretty much 3 30-minute games overall. The picks, not really anything to worry about, except we did have 2 Varus picks, which I guess is probably the only thing I didn't like. But, I mean, there wasn't really much to say about the series as a whole, just because we kind of
It was kind of blah. It was kind of a blah match. There wasn't anything really too exciting about it, like C9 would get the lead and then they would just kind of slowly edge their way towards winning. There were like a lot of kills, but I don't think the team was ever in too much jeopardy of losing the lead or anything.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that we brought out the Trundle. I think it is a good pick for Blabber right now. If he can't get Xin Zhao or Olaf or Lee Sin, then I think Trundle is just fine for him. I really also like to see perks on Rise. It enables him to do everything that he likes. Push waves hard, poke, dominate lane, roam, go all
Yeah,
over the map.
it's a very perks champion.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting tomorrow to watch Perks and Jizuke fight over who gets Rise too. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it become first pick kind of thing.
I could definitely see it.
So
I think the thing that I really wish I just wanted to see was I want us to play Ziggs. Like I don't think we've played Ziggs. And I think we maybe did one game, but maybe we lost. I can't remember.
I know King has played it a few times.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like Sven has played it. Like I really want to see Sven play Ziggs because he's shown that he can play. You know, he's done like Syndra bot lane before. You know, he's done like Cassiopeia bot lane before. It's not like he can't play mages. I just find it kind of weird that, you know, I think that he can play a lot more champions, but he's just sort of on Varus duty.
Yeah, I think part of it is going to be conditional on what the picks and bans are. Like, if they can get a Lucian mid, then maybe they'll flex something bottom. But there was a interview with Vulcan, I believe it was, where he said that Ziggs is kind of like their kryptonite right now, so they're just going to continue. You will ban him, but there was a thread on that, and apparently Sven's been playing Syndra and Ziggs in solo queue, so maybe we'll see the Ziggs pop out or the Syndra pop out in a game 4, game 5 if our backs are against the wall. But I'm not sure if we're gonna see that. I think they would almost rather just play Varus and Callista and try and dominate your lane that way rather than you try and fight through a Ziggs.
Yeah, they're really set on the Varus Aphelios like Callista kind of dynamic that we do see from some teams, and I guess that's fine, you know, as long as they play well. I think at least in lane, bot lane does really well. I think it's, you know, the Varus pick isn't that they don't do poorly. I think like in lane they do really well. You know, I think even in the TL game that we lost, Ven was doing really well in lane as Varus. You know, I think the issue is that outside of lane, when it comes to team fights and everything, the team's just not able to really capitalize on whatever Varus does when you go full lethality. So, you know, that's the kind of thing that just it makes me really frustrated with, because it's like you have a jungler that constantly wants to fight. Why would you pick a pokey champion that takes like forever to scale and forever to deal damage?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like quite a great choice in aside how they like to play, but I feel like it does match up with Trundle a little bit.
Yeah, it works well with Trundle because you get the easy chains and you can kind of like lock them in with the pillar, and you know you can just stick on them, and yeah, you get it allows you to do that free damage. I don't have much else to say about the Golden Guardians game, do you? Like, it was kind of like it started and then it kind of just finished.
I was hoping to see 3 sub 30-minute games, so I would have hope going into this week, but I think that this was as close to what a speed run would be. Golden Guardians was as good as that advertised, and that was not good, so not really surprising at all. But I guess we played the first game last week, I believe, correct?
I think so.
Yeah, so after us, we got to watch a few good series. Oh, no, actually, we were second behind Immortals and Dig, where Immortals blew it top off Dig and beat the shit out of them. So we also had the TSM Team Liquid series and 100 Thieves EG series, which sent TSM and EG down to the losers bracket. did you get a chance to watch either of those?
I think I maybe watched a bit of the 100 Thieves game, but I don't think I caught a lot of it. I did watch the TSM series. That one was interesting because TSM was like playing, at least I think in the early parts, really well, but I think Team Liquid just understood what TSM wanted to do, so they would just kind of be able to counter what TSM wanted to do and draft or whatever, and then Team Liquid would just get the upper hand and then win. TSM fought like really, really hard, and I was kind of surprised that with how hard they were fighting that they lost 3-1, because it felt kind of like a 3-2 with how they were playing, at least I think.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch all of it. I saw more of the 100 Thieves EG series on Saturday, but that one was super hype. I didn't actually watch Game 5 where they subbed out contracts for some reason. But hopefully they'll do some of that coaching stuff tomorrow. But yeah, super hype weekend. I'm scared to meet any of these last teams at this point.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that the mistakes and everything that we kind of made in the Golden Guardians game that weren't punished, we definitely can't make against these other teams that we have to play, because if you do, it will probably cost us the game. Evil Geniuses, 100 Thieves, Team Liquid, TSM, they all play really hard, and we're gonna have to bring our A game, and I'm really nervous going into this Evil Geniuses game because Evil Geniuses has like a squad, like they've been like our boogeyman because we can't seem to shut down Jizuke. Danny is actually a monster when it comes to
he's
playing
smurfing
AD carry. It's so weird that he's like that good, and then the rest of the team really fills in around that, and it's I don't know, it's just tough to kind of get around Evil Geniuses, and part of me is kind of nervous that the team they have that in the back of their minds, and they're going to be worried about losing to Evil Geniuses again, and they'll make more mistakes and not play as well.
Yeah, at some point they were gonna have to go through these good teams anyway. It just sucks that we couldn't kind of get Immortals instead or something. But yeah. I think it's gonna be a really interesting matchup. I think on a good day, Perks is better than Jizuke, but Jizuke's been playing out of his mind for a while now, so it's gonna be a weird mid lane matchup, I think. I'm gonna watch the bot lane the most. It seems like the whole new LCS meta is to have a 0% support near his ADC. Well, all game. A 0%.
Yeah, I've noticed
proximity.
that a lot. Where like I think I saw that a lot. Like I think during the TSM Team Liquid match, one of the games, like the supports were never in bot lane. They were always somewhere else, and it was just so weird. I'm just like, how are they doing that? Why are they doing that?
Yeah, and it's something I would like to see this weekend or tomorrow is to see us pick like a super lane dominant bot lane, and then just smash Danny, so he's so far behind going into mid game and such, like Ashe Zyra's one, Callista Thresh, or Callista
Nautilus.
Yeah, even pick like a Karma or Lulu down there. Even like a Nami or Seraphine, like something that can just sit there and poke you to death. Anything that is lane dominant would be really nice to see as a kink in the Ignard game plan. I don't know if that's what we're going to see. I have a feeling that we're just gonna pick Braum, Alistar, Thresh, and Nautilus and Leona all 3 to 5 games, but it is an adaptation I would like to see.
Yeah, I think that's actually maybe going to be the game plan. Like, Danny's been Evil Genius's biggest scorer, probably next to Jizuke right now. So I think that the approach probably is going to be to try to just make sure that they don't really get ahead. My only like asterisk towards that is that Blabber's been playing his early game kind of passively for the most part. You know, he doesn't, especially against teams like Evil Geniuses or 100 Thieves and such, like he doesn't really do a lot in the early game. You know, he may like go gank top once or twice, but that's about it. So I'm kind of like curious to see if like we're gonna get that Blabber or we're gonna get the more early game focus, like try to get advantages and contest objectives and have like more of a game plan, early game kind of Blabber.
Yeah. As long as we don't give 3 dragons and 2 Rift Heralds for no reason each game, then I'll be pretty happy about that. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough series overall. Impact is probably better than Fudge right now. Jizuke is playing better than Perks. The junglers, I guess, are a toss up at this point because EG has been playing 2, which has been good and bad for them. The bot lane, I don't know. Danny has been smurfing, but I feel like that if we do pick something lane dominant, then we can beat them that way. So I guess we'll see. Do you have a prediction?
That's the hard part. Part of me wants to say like a 3-1, 3-2 C9. I think we can win. I think we have the potential to win. The other part of me says historically they've lost to Evil Geniuses, and you know they've been really struggling to have a consistent form where they're playing well, and I want to give it. That part wants to give it to Evil Geniuses. So I'm kind of conflicted. I think probably either way it's going to end in a 3-1, maybe a 3-2, if the teams are really scrappy and are trying to like. It's just going like game for game.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't come to a reverse sweep for us. That would make me nervous, but I just want to see them perform a lot better than it have been.
Yeah, same.
So I'm gonna go 3-2 Cloud9, and we're gonna win one of the first 3 and then win the last 2. So if we are to win on Thursday, actually Thursday is a big day. So make sure to sit back and watch a bunch of League. Cloud9 Academy plays for the Academy title at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we play at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time against CG. So we won't get to see all of C9A, which is dumb, but I guess you like that sometimes. But if Cloud9 wins on Thursday, then we play on Sunday against the winner of TSM Immortals. Despite the fact Immortals has been,
I'm going to assume that's just going to be
better.
We're going to play against TSM.
Yeah. Despite the fact that Immortals has been playing well, I think TSM is going to be too good.
I think they are just the better team.
Yeah.
I think that's just
it. Yeah. So Sunday will be a judge of who goes to Worlds. It's either going to be the winner of us versus CG or TSM, I imagine. If we end up playing TSM, what are your thoughts on that game?
That's going to be a tough one. TSM, like Speak is like a really similar jungler to Blabber. So it's going to be a really tough jungle matchup. And I don't know, I think when Sword Art and the team and everybody are like all kind of on the same, wavelength, TSM looks really, really good. I think like, when you look at the Team Liquid series, when they're struggling a bit, it seems to be it's just their game plan doesn't catch, and they make just too many mistakes or something. But it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a really tough game, and I think you just gotta play through your strengths. Play through Fudge. Play through bot lane. Try to just get Perks to a point where he can be helpful, and pray he doesn't kill himself a lot.
Yeah, and doesn't die to obvious ganks. I wouldn't be surprised to see TSM try and pull out a Sejuani or play Bard, stuff like that. I think that is another game that we can win through bot lane. Sword Art is a better presence than Vulcan, but I think our bot lane together is stronger than theirs. I don't think what's his face Lost is really all that good. He's been playing well, but not great. The mid lane matchup will be fun too, but that is one that Perks should be able to win if he can get a comfort pick or a pick or like a decent matchup, whether that's Ryze, LeBlanc, maybe Silas, Lucian, something like that. And then top lane's a lane that Fudge can either win by 50 CS or lose by 50 CS. So I guess we'll see there. The more I think and talk about it, the more scared I get, because it's such a daunting run to get to Worlds at this point. But I would really like another shot at Team Liquid, because I think that knowing what we do now, that we can beat them.
Yeah, I think that I do agree. I think that we can beat Team Liquid. We've kind of seen them play more, so I think we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the weekend unfolds. I'm hoping C9 can give us the big dubs, and we can have a really chill, fun weekend.
Yeah. So a win on Sunday would give us a spot at Worlds, and we'd be fighting next weekend for seeding. We'd be playing Saturday, Sunday, but I think that's about it for our League of Legends games. Shout out to Fudge, who was named the most improved player of the year, I assume, of the split. Something like that. Well deserved. He was obviously the most improved player. Maybe Xerxes and Ablaze Olive could have also have earned it too, but it seemed like going from a Karma bot to being LCS first team was probably the biggest change in stock throughout the whole split. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add about that?
I don't really have anything.
All right. I have finally figured out some info I've been waiting to find for quite a while. Copy is 18 years old. Oof, he turns 19 in October. He was formerly on 100 Thieves Next. He was drafted by Dig, and he was there for 8 days before we picked him up for our team. So
a whole 8 days.
Yeah. So since the beginning of this year, last year. Since the beginning of last year, he's been on 100 Thieves Next, Dig, and Cloud9 Academy. So I have to imagine he's got a future ahead of him in LCS at some point. So I finally figured that out.
Finally.
But he's from Toronto too, which is neat, I guess. That's as close to me as Chicago is, so I guess that counts as a near major city win. I think that's about it. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't have anything. I hope the team of both teams play really well this weekend.
Yep. We'll be back next week no matter what. After that, we'll be up in the air.
Yeah. But thanks for listening. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at C9Bodied.
Like, subscribe.
Yes.
Follow
all
us.
That.
hit that follow button, smash that like button, all those things that
I felt dirty hearing you say "smash that like button."
Sorry.
I don't want to hear those. I don't want to hear those words again.
Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna go back and play Fire Emblem for the 10th time, 12th time,
Yeah.
13th, 15th time. So
Heck yeah.
we'll talk to you guys next week, and wishing us good juju for Thursday. Or what is it? The meme, the energy meme again.
Oh, like the spirit bomb, like the Goku spirit bomb.
No, it's the thing that they always post on take my energy.
Yeah, that's the Goku spirit bomb. Yeah.
Oh, like the weird floppy ghost dude flipping it over thing. Never mind.
Maybe.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.